Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So just had the heated grips fitted. Now I'm deciding which way to go back. I think my mirrors have been altered since it's been in the garage. So I've decided to go back through Ribchester. So we've come back from the from Mules, we've come up Wally Road. Now I'm making towards Ribchester now, so the river's in the bottom. And I think after we've been to Ribchester we'll head over towards, well, Longridge and then Inglewhite and then towards Garstang that way. Perhaps avoid the A6 between Preston and Garstang and Lancaster. But we'll see. I might have a look in Ribchester by the river if we can, although it's years since I've been there. Thought it might be worth a look. Wow, that's a beautiful property to your left. So this is the River Ribble. I quite like using Google Maps. I like the feature where you can just have a look at the map and rather than putting an end destination in, just midway just drop a pin and navigate to that pin. Just gives you a little bit more flexibility when you're out. So what I did when I set off from Mules, I dropped a pin at Ribchester here, and then I've just dropped, before I set off again, I just stopped at the side of the road to set up the mic and the video. I dropped another pin at Inglewhite. So on our way here, I think we came out there. When I came over the top of Jeffrey Hill, I think the river's to the left hand side here, down here. A pretty little village is Ribchester. An old Roman village. because it's got the word Chester incorporated into the name. It's obviously got an old Roman connection. We'll park back up here on that corner. The earliest Roman fort at Ribchester was established in the early 70s AD, Anno Domini. Very pretty. Right, we'll continue our journey, having just seen the river, and over to I'm going to sneeze then. Head over towards Longridge. Dear me. Back into a 30 mile an hour. What a super day today. Ideal for messing around on the bike. Yeah, so when I was at Ewell's, they said about an hour and a half I had to wait. So I just hung around, just had a couple of coffees, had a walk around the showroom. Another gentleman was there over from Southport having his bike serviced, but he had to wait about 2.5 hours. I said, well, you should have taken the bike out that length of time. You could have test ridden another bike. He said, yeah. He said, you're probably right, I should have done. Well, his bike was ready at the same time as this, so he was heading back over towards Southport. So the heated grips that they've had fitted, just this little button here by my thumb, underneath my thumb. I'll put a little YouTube short on about them. But they're fully integrated into the bike, so you don't have a separate display as such, unlike the Oxford heated grips. I think we're on the outskirts of Longridge. Should be coming up shortly, I think. Not long off. Blooming cyclists. Oh my God, they stop at home. My cousin, this coming month or next month, is supposed to be bringing me fly fishing to one of these reservoirs. I don't know which one it is. Something I haven't done for a long time. When I was younger and living at Garstang, I did quite a bit of shooting with my dad, and we used to know a gentleman called Derry Roskell, who was a keen deer shooter, and they had a young son. And kept his rifles in a gun cabinet, but whether the son had found the key for the gun cabinet or not, we don't know. Whether Derry Roskell had just left the cabinet open, we never did get to find out. But anyway, he was playing with his friend in the lounge, and they were probably only, you know, young lads, 10, 11, probably something like that. And he got this rifle out of the cabinet, and he must have got some ammunition. Anyway, from what we heard, the rifle was thrown down onto the settee and it went off, and it shot Derry Roskell's son in the chest, and it severed a main artery, and he died straight away. So as soon as my dad heard that, because they lived quite close to us, he said, right, that's it now, no more guns in the house. So we had to get rid of the guns. So we took up fly fishing instead. But that never worked. I learned how to fly fish, but I didn't do it very often. I soon lost interest. And then when I was old enough at 17 to get my own gun licence, I applied for my licence and then joined the Morecambe Bay Wildfowlers. So that was the last time I fly fished, when I was, before I was 17. This is the centre of Longridge. I'm on familiar territory again now. Although I haven't used these roads very often, at least I have a vague idea where we're heading. More new housing. They're big bungalows are those as well, aren't they? They're just springing up everywhere, aren't they, these new estates? I bet these lights are going to change before we get there. There you go, you see? I knew it. I've often wondered if these lights have just a movement sensor up above, or a light sensor. Because often at night, if you flash them, they'll change. Now I don't know whether that's the movement that it's detecting or whether it's your lights from your headlamps. Perhaps you people out there will be able to tell me. White. I think we'll pull up shortly. We can find a bit of a lay-by. I think we'll try and stop in the centre. My memory serves me correctly, there's a little bit of a green in the centre of Inglewhite. Let's pull in here. Right, we're going to stop the video here, and then we'll do another video from Inglewhite towards Garstang. So I hope you've enjoyed that little trip back over from Ribchester, and towards Ribchester, obviously from Blackburn. So if you have, please give me a big thumbs up, like and subscribe, and we'll see you again shortly.